In recent months, a troubling trend has emerged in California, where a surge in hate crimes against Indian Americans is deepening an already existing divide between Hindu and Sikh community. Once celebrated for their vibrant diversity, these communities now find themselves grappling with fear and distrust as attack and prejudice escalate. Now, the rise in hate crimes not only threatens the safety of individuals but also casts a long shadow over the unity within the Indian American population. You're watching Times XP and I'm Thriti Atri. Now, let me take you some time back. It was a chilly morning just before the new year when Kiran Thakkar, who is a co-founder of Newark Shri Swaminarayan Temple, received a distressing call. Overnight, somebody has vandalized the peaceful temple, spray painting anti-India graffiti on its walls. Now, the slogan condemned it, India's Prime Minister, and celebrated a separatist movement calling for an independent Sikh state. Now, the graffiti, though very shocking, didn't spark the outrage that one might expect it to. Instead, the temple leadership took a different approach. Thakkar and the temple board quickly decided to paint over the vandalism and move on. Now, there was no call for protest or public outcry. The focus was on healing and perceiving peace in their community. But now, this act of vandalism was not an isolated event. In 2023 alone, 3 Hindu temples in California, including Thakkar's, were defaced, marking a sharp rise in anti-Hindu incidents across the state. Now, the California Department of Justice recorded 8 such hate crimes targeting Hindus, the highest numbers in the recent years. The state's newly launched civil rights hotline also started collecting reports of hate crimes. It revealed a concerning trend on bias against Hindu Americans. According to the data, nearly a quarter of religious hate incidents verified by the hotline involved Hindus. Yet, this rise in anti-Hindu sentiments was not unique. Sikhs, another significant religious group in California, were also seeing a spike in hate crimes. In 2023, 6 hate crimes against Sikhs were reported. That's the highest since the records began. Now, these incidents left many in the Sikh community uneasy, especially after the high-profile murder of Sikh separatist Hardeep Singh Dijjar. That was in California, and it was a plot that was in New York. It heightened the fear of being targeted for their advocacy. Now, the rise in tensions between these communities brought conflicting narratives to the forefront. While many Hindu leaders like Thakkar were inclined to let vandalism pass, others believed that it was part of a broader issue. Some within the Hindu community felt that they were being targeted by pro-Khalistani extremists, a group advocating for a separate Hindu state. Now, they pushed back, petitioning the California legislature to recognize these attacks as part of a larger issue of pro-Khalistani extremists. Meanwhile, Sikh too were pressing their concern, advocating for bills that would address safety discrimination and prevent foreign political repression in the United States. Now, these measures, however, faced opposition from some Hindu groups who felt that these particular bills unfairly targeted them and sought to conflate Hinduism with Indian political issues. Now, this opposition created further divides within the Indian American community, with both sides feeling misunderstood and targeted. Now, the state of California, with its large Indian population, found itself grappling with these complex issues. Hate crimes against Hindu and Sikhs were on the rise, yet the situation on the ground remains relatively calm. As the Bay Area, where the vandalism occurred, there was no direct protest or clashes between the community. Instead, many remained focused on maintaining peace and addressing these tensions quickly. In fact, after the vandalism at the Newark Temple, local Sikh leaders came to help. That was actually a gesture that underscores the desire for harmony despite any political differences. As the year progressed, the Newark Temple installed new security cameras and applied for state funding to enhance protection for their place of worship. The community took steps to ensure the safety, but to focus remained on fostering unity rather than stoking division. For Thakkar and Temple members, the incident, while unsettling, became an opportunity to reinforce their commitment to peace and understanding in time of rising tensions. For more such videos, do follow TimesXP.